So now I'll be taking up question E from Codeforces around 760. The name of the question is Singers Tour. So in this question we are given n towns and we are given n different values in an array. Each value represents the number of minutes that the singer who lives in that city spends there. Also it is given that every singer sings in or performs a concert in each of the cities in a circular manner, in a clockwise order. Okay, in every town or in every city, every town that he visits, he gets inspired and learns a new song which is added to his concert. This song has a duration of AI minutes. So every time the time spent in a contest, in a successive contest, keeps on increasing. So we get something like this. For n is equals to 3. For n is equals to 3, we have 3 different towns. The first singer sings for a time in, let's suppose the first singer sings for time a in first town. Then he will sing for 2a time in second town and 3a time in third town. Similarly, the second singer sings for b time in the first town. So he will spend 2b time in the third town and 3b time in the first town. So with the help of these values, the value of these are given in an array to us. So the sum, actually these values are given to us, which is the sum of the time that each singer spends in a particular city is given to us. So we can sum up these values to get the value of a plus b plus c. When we sum up the values, it will come something like this: n plus n into sum of natural numbers, which is n into n plus 1 divided by 2 times a plus b plus c is the sum of all values of array. Since n is given to us and also the values of the array are given to us, we can find the sum a plus b plus c. Let it be equals to k and let this be the first equation. Now the total time spent in the first city is this, and it is given to us, which is equals to the first value of the array. Similarly, we can find the 3 equation with the help of this table, and the values are the sum or the total time spent is given to us in the array. So we can follow this, which is we can subtract the third equation from the first equation and then subtract this equation to get a. Similarly, in a circular manner, if we subtract the first equation, we subtract from the first equation the second equation and then we add equation 0, we'll get b. So you can solve it using pen and paper and you can understand it that these will give values a, b and c. So in a circular manner, we will loop through the array and we'll find the time spent initially. We need to print the time spent initially, or we need to find a, b and c from this array, okay, which is initial time spent by each singer in his town. Okay, so now I'll code it. We can take the size of the array, take the input, we can store the sum as well simultaneously. Now if sum mod the sum of natural numbers until then is not equals to 0. Here we'll get something like this. If the sum is not divisible by the number of natural numbers, then a plus b is not an integer. So in such a case, we can print no and continue. Else we can store the sum, that is a plus b plus c, in a different variable. This is n into n plus 1, n into n plus 1 divided by 2 . Now we'll loop through the array. We can store this value as well for the equation number. Now if k plus v of x minus v of I, this is k plus v of x minus v of I, if this is not divisible by n, then also integer solution is not possible. Okay, or if this value is less than 0, then also a positive value is not possible. Also, we cannot give a value 0 to our output array. So in such a case, we'll print no again. We can take a flag variable, make it 1 here. In all the other cases, we can make a vector and store the output in it. Okay, now if flag is 0, then we need to print yes, and we'll print the vector. I'll try to run the code on the sample cases. Okay, so it's working fine on the test cases, sample cases. So I'll submit the code. Okay, so the code is accepted.